Salt Papi, the boogeyman. The 3-0 most feared YouTube boxer in the whole scene, known for his masterclasses in the ring and his stunning knockouts. Having pro boxers praise his ability, and the two faces of YouTube boxing completely avoiding him. This is the rise of Salt Papi. Let's start at his first fight and build up to the present. There was a lot of hype for Salt Papi's debut, where he took on another creator by the name of Halal. Halal lost over 33 pounds for this fight, which was actually his second after beating Drizzy Jeremy, with the final weigh-in for Halal being 209 pounds, with a height of 5'7" and a reach of 66 inches, compared to Salt Papi's height and reach advantage. Now, it wouldn't be YouTube boxing if there wasn't some controversy to go alongside this fight. It's not really relevant and brings the tone of this video down a lot, so I'm going to avoid it. But this fueled Salt Papi for 3 rounds of bullying. It was like he knew he could instantly get the knockout, but found joy in beating Halal to a pulp. As the bell rang, Halal came running out with no technique whatsoever, and then he was instantly rocked as Salt Papi taunted him, which kind of became his brand. In every single fight of Papi's, every single round he has boxed, you can catch Salt taunting his opponents. Salt Papi has a southpaw stance. This means he has his right foot forward and uses his right hand as a jab, which has made his left hand beard as a counter-punching machine. Against Halal, every time Halal came in, he was caught with that right hand, which just led to Salt being able to control the centre of the ring, and therefore the pace. He had the freedom to flow flurries when he pleased, and switch angles as he wanted. I personally think Salt let this fight carry on, to showcase his skills and let everyone know he should be feared, and it worked. Twitter was filled with memes, the fight comments were filled with praise, and the internet was starving for more Salt Papi. Really quick, if you do enjoy this so far, please do consider subscribing. Salt's second fight was against Warski. This was his professional debut. With the height and reach advantage, it was unclear what the outcome would be. The internet was quite torn with this. Some people were saying Salt would steamroll through Andy, and others were saying to not write off Warski one bit. But some YouTubers like Logan Paul had no doubt in their mind this was a Salt Papi win, as he put $100,000 on the line in favour of Salt. As the bell rings, I think we can already see clearly the outcome of this fight. Andy appears stiff, moving his whole body with each movement and putting his head down when he throws to the body. Whereas as Salt approaches, he is loose, finding his range with feints, moving on his toes and stepping in with the jab, and the second he finds that range... demolition. 15 seconds in, Andy is out, and the internet explodes. Chris Eubank Jr. said it best. He looks like he works a 9 to 5 at a cheese factory. To see him come out there, moonwalk, dance, lick his lips, and then knock a guy out. That's box office right there. It's literally too good for YouTube boxing. There hasn't been a single YouTube boxer to show skills like this. But bear in mind, we haven't seen Salt Papi tested. To really see if Salt is what he is cracked up to be, the best YouTube boxer on the scene, he needs to be tested. Josh Brueckner. Josh isn't to be underestimated. He earned himself the title of the Boogeyman, rightly so, having had 6 previous MMA fights with the record of 4-2, and 2 boxing fights, winning both. He was the favourite, but not only had he had 8 previous fights, winning 6, he was 6'1" with a reach of 75 inches. On paper, there was no way Salt could win this, but boxing isn't fought on paper. Okay, we get Josh as the resume, but can he fight? Well, he has an orthodox style. He understands range and can easily counter sloppy shots. He knows to keep his chin down and isn't afraid to throw the big shots. So how did this 5'8" cheese factory worker fare against the pro fighter? He basically toyed with him. using the first round to find his range and read his opponent, using his jab to find his distance and again to counter. He demonstrated perfect patience for the right shot and used footwork to make sure these were definitely connecting. And don't forget the taunting.
Starting to chase him a little bit.
Josh hasn't really touched him clean with any shooting.
Papi told him he was too slow, then 8-1 to the body.
In the second round, it was like Salt knew what was coming. He knuckled down and clearly sized up Josh. He paid clear attention that every single time Josh threw a jab, his jaw was wide open.
Longer fighter should be touching Papi for that distance.
It was like Josh was no match for Salt. This 6'1", 8-fight pro was no match for a 5'8" YouTube boxer. Will KSI ever fight Salt Papi? Well, should he? As KSI's style is a fighter like Salt's favourite. Run in, chin up and throw your big shots. This will not survive against Salt. Salt Papi is the only YouTube boxer who could go pro, and I'm very excited to see where his career goes next. If you enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing or click this one on the screen.